Dr. Goenka, this white paper speaks about the need for investments from government, the private sector, and it speaks about the role of citizens as well. $76 billion was the private sector investment that came into space sector globally. Bulk of this came from venture capitalists, according to this paper. What, according to you, will be the pillars to drive greater investments? What do you think the Indian government needs to do, looking at some of the global examples, to have greater investments coming in?
So let me first say that I was very happy to hear the views of my industry colleagues from L&T, from Tata Nalco, and from Bellatrix. And they seem to be enthusiastic about what we have put out in this paper, and willing to invest more and play a bigger role. Now, playing a bigger role obviously means a lot of things, one of which is funding. Unfortunately, globally, even though there is we talk about this winter of funding, but globally, I think space sector is getting a lot of interest right now. And in India, specifically, though numbers are still small, the funding is going up every year. Last year, the funding was $110 million. This year, it will be more than that. And basically, what we have to see is how the success will breed success. And as we see some of the initiatives of the startups to bear fruit, we will see more and more investments to come up. The kind of inquiries that we are getting at IN-SPACe today of companies, venture capital funds or individuals within the country or even outside country. We just came back from a conference and there were at least 2 or 3 venture capital funds that had approached me to ask how they can invest in India. So my feeling is that if our startups demonstrate results, the funding will not be a constraint for them to grow. This is my bet right now. When it comes to larger companies, for many of them, space is just one of the divisions in a much larger business that they run. And therefore, for them to invest in space, provided space they can see as a business outcome, profitable, should not be a problem. And therefore, the funding issue will be taken care of with the results that we will get. You also talked about involvement of citizens, and I think that's very important because today many people don't realize how space is playing a role in their life every day, from the time they wake up till the time they go to sleep, or even when they're sleeping. How space is helping in everything that's around us. And I think when the private sector or the citizens start understanding and realizing that the space economy can also play a much bigger role in terms of how the country grows, their engagement and involvement in space will become much higher, for which we will have to do a lot of education, a lot of promotion, and raise the national consciousness about space. So I think all of these things coming together would definitely help us to move towards the twin goal of the scientific advancements that we are working on, that ISRO is so heavily involved in, and after the success of Chandrayaan-3, even more aggressively looking at, as Somnath ji said, what we can do in future. And at the same time, how we can bring space into day-to-day life and help it to grow employment, grow investment, and grow overall contribution to economy. So I think all the pieces are coming together, and hopefully this white paper becomes like a peg in the ground, which will help us to align towards a common goal.